Kishore, I'll start with you. What is happening? It's a very interesting thing. When this government came to power, Chief Minister made the statement that he is going to investigate the PWD contracts given during his previous tenure. And then the series started. Now every minister is trying to investigate what his predecessor of the same government or the same party did during last term. What do you think is happening and ये क्यों हो रहा है?
I will say this as a cultural imbalance. This is cultural imbalance because we all know that now BJP, which seems to be one upon a time a very systematic, cultured political party, is now adopting all uncultured people into their fore because they came to know that with culture they cannot go to get power so early. So it is uncultured way is the ultimate easiest mode to get power as easy as possible. So अभी जो भाजपा के विधायक हैं उसमें मूल भाजपा के विधायक बहुत कम है और बाहर से आके भाजपा के सिंबल पे जीत के अभी भाजपा में मिनिस्टर बने हुए विधायक ज़्यादा है. सो जो भाजपा के संस्कार है वो संस्कार इन विधायकों पर नहीं है और इसीलिए आज जिस तरह से भाजपा का एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन चल रहा है उसमें हमें ये इम्बैलेंस दिखाई दे रहा है because what happened in whatever departments which they are now investigating various things of their earlier regime are departments of the people who are not in assembly now. They have lost the elections, so now they are going into their departments to scrutinize their earlier administrative decisions. This is completely a new thing for us, for Goans. अब गोवन लोगों को ये सब सीखना पड़ेगा कि जो असंस्कारित लोग जो भाजपा ने अभी लिए हैं उनको एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ेगा और उनकी सिस्टम भी एक्सेप्ट करनी पड़ेगी. दे हैव टू एक्सेप्ट दिस सिस्टम नाउ. अभी संस्कार, भाजपा के नीति मूल्य, भाजपा के मूल्य, ये सब चीजें आज बाजू करके ये नई सिस्टम आज एडॉप्ट करनी पड़ेगी.
New Siddharth, how are you looking at this? Because I give one example of Chief Minister trying to investigate contracts given by his own government. Then there is a series of cabinet ministers trying to probe the previous term. How are you looking at this?
See, there is an English saying, nothing changes if nothing changes. And I think the change is a constant, change is eternal, change is permanent, and change is here to stay. See, not that every decision taken previously may be good. There may be some errors in it which we need to correct. We need to look at those decisions. We need to go ahead with new decisions, with new positive decisions which are good in the interest of the state. And I think that is exactly what our government is doing. And I think we should encourage this because if we learn from our mistakes and if we don't perform those mistakes again, I think that is a lesson learned. And that is where our government is going in that direction.
So you are saying even if somebody is correcting the mistakes of the past, why blame that government?
No, it is not a blame. See, governments are there for the betterment of the state. And how do we achieve betterment? If we do not change, if we do not show changes, and if we do not learn from the past mistakes, then I think we are foolish. We have to learn from the past mistakes and see that we don't commit those mistakes again. And that is exactly what is happening now.
Valencio, how are you looking at this?
In fact, today, if you see the present government and the previous government is the same government. We have the same chief minister. In fact, we have the ministers also who are holding different departments. At that time, there was no problem, but today there is problem. So what kind of example we are setting to the outside world of the state of Goa? What kind of example we are setting for the business industry in India? In fact, our LOP leader has said to me, what you are trying to show? One side you are approving, another side you are saying you are scrapping it. What were you doing when it was approved? Is the CM completely a puppet, or is it that all of them are in a race of becoming a CM?
This is very interesting. Samantha, how are you looking at it? Then we'll go point by point of about the issues that raised by the panel. But Samantha, how are you looking at this?
Politics will come to later. First, as a matter of principle, can government do it? As a matter of philosophy? Answer is yes. Is it within their legislative competency to do it? Answer is yes. Now, if you remember during the election time, this was a hot topic. Every person who gave speech spoke about this, saying that there has nothing is that everything is not going correct in PWD department. There has been scams during the recruitment process. There has been some illegalities. These were the allegations. Now, if the government, I would not only say that the government is doing right thing by revisiting it. I am saying it is the duty of the government to go into it, and if they were not to do it, I would have looked at it with suspicion, saying that you have got mandate now to cover it, therefore you are covering it. Now, if government is going into each detail at the decisions which were controversial during the next government, maybe it was their own government, maybe it was the government of the same party, maybe it was the government led by the same chief minister. But if some wrong somewhere has taken place, and if government wants to go and revisit that decision, it's a commendable state, it's worth appreciation, and it must be done according to me.